Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachak with us. Double honors unto the elders, apostles, of Great Millstone, the elders, of Great Millstone, and of course, peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, the sincere servants of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, serving in truth and sincerity. Yeah, so coming back with another lesson through the Spirit. This lesson is going to be based off this news article I found off of naturalnews.com, which is entitled, Economist predicts 2024 will bring the biggest crash of our lifetime to U.S. markets. Yeah, man, and hey, we already know, a lot of things have been said about 2024, what it will bring. And it's very likely, very possible that this crash can come. The economy will completely collapse. It's completely possible. It says, end of the world, doomsday, and in Lord's will, it does come. Lord's will that this collapse comes. Because we already know it's prophecy. In order for the Lord to make his return, for him to deliver for the Lord to come back and give salvation unto those who have been serving him, which of course are us brothers that are in this truth, few sisters out there. These things need to happen. And one of the prophecies is what? Babylon falling, America falling, which America will fall, with this collapse, and with World War III, which is right around the corner. So it says, end of the world, reading in the article, it says, end of the world doomsday predictions are a dime a dozen these days, but Harry Dent of the H.S. Dent investment management firm is pretty sure that 2024 will be the year that the overinflated United States bubble markets collapse. According to Dent, who appeared on Fox Business this week to discuss his predictions for 2024, the money printing madness that has been occurring since 2009 will eventually take its toll like never before in history. Since 2009, this has been 100% artificial. A precedented money printing in deficits, 27 trillion over 15 years to be exact. Dent said, this is off the charts, 100% artificial, which means we're in a dangerous state. I think 2024 is going to be the biggest crash, or single crash we'll see in our lifetime. And Lord's will, this does come to pass. 2024 brings in that crash. But it will, again, once that crash happens, you got to think about what will occur. Once the economy falls, of course, everything will, things are inflated right now, but once everything completely collapses, man, everything will skyrocket. We're talking about, we already see what happened for the pestilence that just passed in the beginning of 2020. Things skyrocketed. You're going to the store, water bottle, pack of water bottles cost $50. So you can only imagine what's gonna happen if this crash happens in 2024, and again, it's gonna be even bigger than what we experienced. So get in real quick. 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and 18, it says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand and fear the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Yeah, and these times of sorrows and great mournings, of famine and great death, is literally right around the corner, man. If everything collapses, jobs start laying off workers, and again, it was already happening in the beginning of 2020, but this will be even bigger, man. This won't even compare to what happened almost 4 years ago. So it says again, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Yeah, because Ezra was having a vision. The Lord was giving Ezra a vision of literally the times that we're in right now. These modern day times. Esdras was seeing the future, which we are in the future right now. We are in those times that Esdras was speaking about in 2nd Ezra chapter 16. Because the time we're in right now, we're at the end of the end. So it goes on to say, yeah, the beginning of wars, because we already know World War III sparking up. Conflicts are heating up. You're already having wars happening, against Israel and Hamas. And you got the Russia-Ukraine war. And this big war, which is going to be between America, Russia, America against Russia and China and all these other nations that will make alliances with Russia and China. Hey, World War III is right around the corner. So it says, verse 19, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Yeah, because as prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, we've been prophesying, literally, man, from the elder apostles, a great Milson on down. We've been prophesying, about this collapse, about all hell breaking loose. But hyperinflation, things skyrocketing, gas, food, everything. You can only imagine if you got to pay $20 per gallon, $30 per gallon, which sounds like a crazy number, but hey, don't be surprised. Got to pay $50 for a loaf of bread, $100 for a pack of water. What do you think? Hey, what is that going to bring, man? That's going to bring chaos. And, put hyperinflation on basically the basic things that people buy, or, the essential things that people buy every day, and, them not being able to get it. That's going to cause chaos, man. And that's all written in 2nd Ezra chapter 16, 2nd Ezra chapter 15, as well as other precepts, man, within the Bible. So it says, 2nd Ezra chapter 16, 21, behold, victuals shall be so good sheep upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth. It's a sword, famine, and great confusion. Exactly, because, right now, even though we're still in a time of inflation, things are more expensive than, they have ever been in the past years. Hey, things are cheap, comparing to how it's going to be real soon. Hey, if this collapse happens in 2024, again, this time we're in right now, hey, the prices you see are going to be cheap compared to, what's coming. So it says again, verse 21, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Exactly, because a lot of people, thinking that everything's going fine. Well, ever since this pestilence from 2020 passed, or, even during it, a lot of people were scared again. Inflation was obviously very high. Food was expensive, man. Stores were being cleared out. Things have, calmed down a little bit since, up until these present times. So people think that, basically this place is healing again and we're going back to normal. Which, hey, things have gotten worse. But it goes on to say that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Exactly, man. And sword, famine, and great confusion, because there's a term, or there's a saying that says, never let a crisis or how does it go? Never let a good crisis go to waste. That's how the elites think. Which they cause these crises, they're the ones who are behind it. The elites want this economy to collapse to the point where there's no going back, so that they can introduce the NWO. That's what they're ultimately preparing for, is, to put a new system in place. They want this current system to completely collapse, which, they're just preparing more and more currently in this current system that we're in for the NWO. But what they want the economy to collapse, everything to collapse, so that, again, the NWO can be ushered in. So going back to the article, it says we need to get back down to normal. We need to send a message to central banks. This should be a lesson I don't think we'll ever revisit. I don't think we'll ever see a bubble for any of our lifetimes again. And this guy, I guess he's saying, after this collapse of 2024, it'll be a lesson to the whole earth. And, hey, basically everything will be fine again. The banks and, everyone will learn. The economy will be stable forever in our lifetimes. Come on, man. Once this collapse happens, hey, all hell will break loose, man. And even, let's say the collapse isn't as big in 2024, as you would expect it to be. But, so some things happen. And then a little later, things, start to go back to so-called normal again. Hey, still, that's just preparing for even more, a bigger crash. But hey, could 2024 be the year? Lord's will. So he says this should be a lesson I don't think we'll ever revisit. I don't think we'll ever see a bubble for any of our lifetimes again. Yeah, that's a common that's a common American's mindset, or the people of this world. Mainly specifically the people within Babylon and Gray America. People always expect things to go back to normal. Whenever there's, kind of like a time of trouble, or, this unrest, within society, people always expect America to get back on its feet. Which, hey, this place is on the fastest decline you have ever seen. And, hey, this place is never going to return back to normal. Because when we get Jeremiah chapter 51:8, it says Babylon suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Yeah, because, hey, you can't heal Babylon the Great, man. You can't heal America. This place is on a decline, and you can't stop it. Said we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone to his own country, for her judgment reaches unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Yeah, because it's even going to be a point where, the people from these other countries who have traveled to America and are now living here, they're going to seek to literally go back to their own land, to escape the troubles that await this place, man. Because, again, everything that's written about within the scriptures concerning 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and Revelation and Jeremiah, Isaiah, all of it will come to pass. Why? Because the Lord ordained it for it to happen, man. Whatever the Lord says will happen, it will happen. And the Lord said that Babylon and Gray will fall. America will fall, man. And hey, we're clearly in the end times. Because when I just read 2nd Ezra chapter 16, and as you go through this whole chapter, you'll see how we're living, literally in these times right now. And for the things that happen, that haven't happened yet in 2nd Ezra chapter 16, you can literally see that's right around the corner, man. It's literally on the horizon. So, getting Habakkuk chapter 1 or chapter 2 and 1 says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon a tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am approved. And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Yeah, that's what we're doing as prophets. We're writing the vision. We're making a plain upon tables, meaning we're breaking it down. But the scriptures say we break it down, of course, unto our people, the Israelites, so that they understand. And so that's made plain, plain unto them. Because at the end of the day, you're going to need a prophet to break down this word, man, onto you. Me, myself, I basically needed my elder apostles, or, of course, the other prophets to break this down onto me. And, the elders on down, a great millstone. I didn't come in this thing on my own. I needed basically this Bible, these scriptures to be made plain onto me. And, that's what the Lord is doing. He uses his prophets to make this word plain upon those who have the ears to hear. So it says, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but the end shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So I'd read it again. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. Yeah, and for all hell to break loose, could it happen in 2024? Very well. It very well could. It says, but at the end, and Lord's will it does. It says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. That's why it's important for us to serve, of course, us Israelites, so-called Negroes, Native Americans, Latinos. And there has been a scattering, so you're going to have Israelites, but according to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 64, there's Israelites scattered amongst the whole entire world. So you're going to have Israelites looking like the other nations. But the point is, it's really important for us, of course, in these times, and always to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and to do his will and to please him, and to do what we got to do according to the will of the Lord, so that we're protected and kept from these evils to come. Because as it says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry, and we're waiting. And it will definitely not tarry, man. Hey, as Elder Apostle Dahar said, we're in the final months, of Esau's kingdom, man. We're in these final months, as he was going into, months could be 36 months, 24 months, 12 months. Hey, the point is, Esau's time is short, man. And we can see it. So, let's see. It says, skipping down, if I'm right, it is going to be the biggest crash of our lifetime, most of it happening in 2024, Dent said. You're going to see it start and be more obvious by May. Yeah, and once the collapse comes, that will make way for Esau to usher in what he's ultimately waiting for, which is the mark of the beast. To usher in the mark of the beast, which is the RFID implant. If this collapse happens, Esau, that will give Esau the leeway to usher in this MOTB, which needs to come. It's prophesied. The mark of the beast is prophesied to be mandated within society. Esau will mandate it. So, the mark needs to come. We already know that you won't be able to buy or sell without it within the society. So you ultimately won't be able to be a part of it. Unless you have the mark of the beast. Go ahead and read Revelation chapter 13 and 15 on down. Without the RFID implant, you won't be able to buy or sell. So, again, once this collapse comes, all hell will break loose. And, Esau will be able to present the MOTB as the escape. Or, as, once all hell breaks loose, the storehouses are cleared, the stores are cleared, everything's, inflated, there's robbing, stealing, killing going on. martial law. Just, again, just complete chaos and mayhem. Esau will be able to put out, using just whatever his, because we already know, these Walmarts will convert into these FEMA camps, and he'll be able to set up basically, these end time food banks where you can get free food as long as you have the MOTB. You'll be able to, again, Esau's preparing a way so that it's very tempting to take it. That's what the hour of temptation speaking about in Revelation chapter 3 and 10. That great temptation is when, or the hour of temptation is when Esau mandates the MOTB to where you won't be able to buy or sell within society. So the point is, to read again this title, Economist predicts 2024 will bring biggest crash of our lifetime to U.S. markets. And Lord's will, man, this crash does come in 2024. The sooner it comes, the sooner that we're out of here. The sooner that the Lord will have to come back to deliver us. The sooner that Babylon the Great is destroyed, the sooner World War III will come. And then the sooner the Lord will establish his righteous kingdom, which the Israelites will be running under, of course, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, over all other nations. The Lord will put in subject and completely break down rulership of these other nations. These other nations will be our slaves and servants and subject unto us. And, we'll be the kings that we once were again. But this time we're going to be in 100% righteousness. We're going to be in those perfect bodies. And that new covenant will 100%, fully kick in. That second covenant will kick in, man. Which is us having the new perfect bodies. Us Israelites. So yeah, I believe that's the point. Lord's will, you brothers out there edified. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Peshem Makakwadash, Brakathum. Shalom.